Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Gonna have me some coffee and have an open discussion. Open discussion, coffee talk. Yeah, out here this morning, enjoying some sunshine. Beautiful California sunshine. You can't beat it. Absolutely loving it. I got my dogs out here with me. I can show you the dogs real quick. Hi, Obsidian. Hi, Obsidian. There's Aphrodite. Look at their bitching like crazy doggies. But they're fine. They just like to do that. I got the chickens out in the field with me today. They're getting some fresh air. I'm getting some fresh air. Sounds like a tractor started up on the next hillside over. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful day out here. Anybody out there got anything to say? Want to talk about anything? Let me know. If you're here with me today, I ask you to drop a like, maybe a subscription. That would be awesome. I'm still trying to reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. So if you feel inclined, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Oh, here come the chickens. Here are the chickens. Hey, chickies. You can see the dogs like the chickens. We all get along. Sit down, Aphrodite. We all get along. And, yeah. It's a beautiful day to be out here, be alive, get some fresh air. You know. See what's going on with my birds and my dogs and myself. So something on my mind that I wanted to talk about is the dam removals up on the Klamath River. No podcast that I do or live stream that I do is ever going to be complete unless I talk about a little bit of fishing too, right? So the dam removals, I think, is an important issue that everybody needs to at least take a look at, because up on the Klamath River, you know, there was a lot of naysayers saying that when they took down the dams, that it was going to kill a lot of fish and cause a lot of damage to the environment. And, you know, it may have done a little bit. It killed like the largemouth bass and like the bluegills and stuff that had lived in the lakes. But in response, like almost immediately, king salmon have moved back up the river and are currently spawning and repopulating the river. So that's a great thing, you know, and it just can't say enough about that. And as far as the reduction of water supply, the dams that were moved really weren't used for irrigation or for electricity generation. So overall, I'd say the Klamath River has been an absolute success. What's wrong, Obsidian? My German Shepherd's whining a little bit. She's getting old, unfortunately. She's getting old. She's a good dog, though. She keeps an eye on all the chickens that are running around. Yeah. She keeps an eye on all the chickens. Hey, drop a like if you're here and you like the conversation. So yeah, the Klamath River has been basically a success on everything. Oh, okay, sweetheart. I see you. She wants to paw me. She's a beautiful dog, huh? Beautiful German Shepherd. But what I look at is the Yuba River, and I don't know if any of you all have any knowledge of the Yuba River. Is that NC? NC, are you saying North Carolina? This is California. I'm out here in California. So if any of y'all have any knowledge of the Yuba River, it has a dam on it called Inglebright Dam. And Inglebright Dam is a direct impediment to the spawning salmon. And the spawning salmon have been unable to get past Inglebright Dam for like 75 years now, since the Army Corps of Engineers built Inglebright Dam. And yes, it is a nice view. Thank you. So in my view, we need to add a fish ladder to the Inglebright Dam to get the fish over Inglebright Dam is just up this river canyon here, by the way. This is a river canyon. At the bottom of this canyon, down at the very bottom, is the Yuba River, one of the richest gold-bearing rivers in the history of the world, or actually the richest gold-bearing river in the history of the world. I forget how many millions of ounces of gold were pulled out of that river. But since the regulations banning dredging have been in place, there's basically no gold mining on the river anymore. So that's something that happened. But so in my view, to restore the river to its pristine nature, we're going to need to add a fish ladder to the Yuba River. And that may bring the fish back. That may bring the fish back to the Yuba River, because at this point there's hardly any salmon left in the Yuba River. And that's a real bummer. I mean, because when I was a child, the Yuba River had thousands of salmon, thousands of king salmon. And in my view, I don't believe that the water flow is what caused I don't believe the water flow is what caused the decline of the salmon in the Yuba River here. What caused the decline of the salmon in the Yuba River is the lack of sand and gravel getting past Inglebright Dam. And so salmon need sand and gravel in the river bottom to be able to spawn. So with the placement of the Inglebright Dam, which is just out of sight here up the river canyon, it catches all the sand and gravel. So no sand and gravel can get past the Inglebright Dam. So the salmon can't spawn below it because all the sand and gravel has been washed out over the last 75 years. You're left with like cobblestone rocks that are about like this big across the bottom of the river, and salmon can't spawn in that. They need pea gravel and they need sand. So that's the situation at hand on the Yuba River, and it's disturbing. It's a river that I've swam. It's a beautiful river, right? If you ever come to California and you want to go somewhere swimming, go to the Yuba River. It's actually absolutely gorgeous. And Inglebright Dam is a great place to fish too. There's beautiful rainbow trout in there, large quantities of large rainbow trout. And I like going there with my little electric trolling motor and fishing for rainbow trout myself. However, it's not something that is a sustainable situation. We need to remove the dam to allow the salmon to get past it. Either we remove the dam or we add a fish ladder. And I think it falls on the Army Corps of Engineers to add the fish ladder, since they're the ones that built the dam in the first place. It was originally built to allow gold mining to resume, believe it or not, which is something that's never going to happen. Whoa! Chicken just jumped up on the table here with me. The chicken is walking on the table. Hey, let me show you all what I got going on here with chickens. We got chickens all over the place. Got my little field here going. So, yeah. But, yeah, so basically, the cost of a fish ladder on the Yuba River would be like $100 million. So, I mean, I think it's possible to raise that much money, but it's not easy, you know. We would need, hey, sweetie, that's a good girl. We would need a massive fundraising campaign to go on, probably for years. And I don't think I think the Army Corps of Engineers needs to just take responsibility for what they did in destroying the fish habitat that they've destroyed. And let us know, like, you know, or take care of the problem and fix it to where we're not having to crowdsource $100 million to build a fish ladder for the salmon to get over this dam. The Army Corps of Engineers just needs to take care of it. They need to come out of pocket. They're the only ones with the resources that can fix a problem like this. So, and I think it all starts with a conversation like this. I think the only way we're going to fix it is if we all start talking about it, and, you know, it happens, right? But yeah, in any case, let's move on to a lighter subject, right? Let's move on to something that's not quite as heavy as that. Move on to like what's happening today in the world, right? It is an awesome new year. I have a lot of aspirations for this year. I'm really hoping to do a lot. You know, we'll see how far I get, but I intend to push hard, get my Tollycraft back out on the San Francisco Bay, and get some halibut landed and get my commercial fishing business back up and going. That's the ultimate goal. But thank you all for joining. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here with me today. Drop me a like if you feel inclined. But it's just it's a new year, and we just all gotta find the direction that we want to head in and put one foot in front of the other, and get there, right? There's only one way to do it, and that's to get started. How's everything going in your lives today? Anybody want to make a comment? Today I'm drinking some coffee infused with cinnamon. I don't know if y'all like cinnamon coffee or not, but I do. Hi. Everything's good? That's great. It's an awesome thing to hear. Yeah, the weather here in California is beautiful still. It's like 65 today. So I live in what's called Zone A, B. 9A, 9B. Excuse me. 9B. I'm in Zone 9B, which is a climate where you can grow avocados, you can grow lemons, you can grow tomatoes, artichokes. You can produce a lot of beautiful crops here, and it's kind of ideal for the chickens. As you can see, like there's green grass this time of the year, and I'm still getting nice big healthy eggs off of these chickens this time of the year, which is great. Uh, you know, because with this bird flu thing happening, uh, eggs are like $7.50 a dozen right here. Thank you. Blessings to you too, sir. Or yeah, sir. Never know who you're talking to. But it's snowing a lot where you're at. In Phoenix, 57 in Phoenix. Yeah, it's a little warmer than that here, which is nice. I really enjoy it right now. Because the problem with this climate right here where I'm at is during the summer, it gets to be about 110, which is too hot, right? But this time of the year, it's like perfect. Let's see, yeah. The snow is ice, huh? Oof. Yeah, no ice here right now. But you know, the funny thing about this spot is if I drive 40 minutes up the hill, it's very, very cold because I'm at the foothills of the Sierras. So if you just drive up the hill towards Tahoe from here, you get cold real quick. It gets cold real quick. And the other thing that's funny about this location is if I go down to the valley floor, it's colder down there. It's colder uphill. I'm just right at this little spot where it stays warmer than the valley floor or the mountains. So the cold air slips by us in the canyons, and the warm air from the valley floor rises up to us. So we're just kind of in this little cradle that just stays extra warm compared to all our surrounding areas, which is why I'm able to grow avocados here in Northern California, because otherwise I wouldn't even be able to do that. I have a lemon tree and an avocado tree in my front yard, and you know, it's a blessing. It really is. I do love it here. It does get incredibly hot during the summer, and that's tough. That's tough. But you know, the river is at the bottom of this canyon here, the beautiful Yuba River, and that always is nice and cold. So if it's too hot, and the air conditioner isn't doing the trick anymore, because sometimes it gets so hot the air conditioner almost doesn't do it. Uh, you know, we run down to the river bottom, spend the day laying in the cold water, find a spot under a tree. Because that's the other problem. When it gets super hot, even going to the river bottom is a little bit too much because the sun burns you so quickly down there. So you got to find a shady spot by the river to go cool off. But yeah. I hope you all are enjoying yourselves, having a great day. Y'all working today, taking a break, or are you able to get out and have a nice hot cup of coffee and relax like myself? Please drop a like if you feel inclined. I always appreciate it. I'm actually trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I've been trying to get to 1,000 subscribers for a really long time, and it's tough. It's really tough. But you know, that's a YouTuber's pride, right? But I don't really even consider myself a YouTuber as much as just a person that does live streams from time to time. You know, I like to make my fishing videos. I like to make fishing videos. Down there on the Delta, those seem to be pretty entertaining because there's a lot of different fish to catch. You know, down there on the Delta, they're a blessing and a pain, the striped bass, because the striped bass are not native to our area, but they are fun to catch and they're in abundance. So they're aggressive species. So if you go down to the Delta, and I have a boat down on the Delta, if you follow me, you'll see me down there. I'll put 1 or 2 lines out, and I'll catch a number of fish every time I go. Uh, I've just kind of recently gotten into doing live streams, whereas previously I had just made videos, which work and everything, right? But um, live streams, I feel, give me a chance to interact with people. Yeah, thank you. I'm sure I can. Another cup of coffee? Yeah. Let's see. Snow is like 5 to 8 inches. Oof, man, that's tough. Well, 5 to 8 inches isn't so bad. Up in Grass Valley, about a 25-minute drive, we get about 5 inches a year up there. Here, I don't ever get any snow. I'm in this warm belt. But if I just drive up the hill from here, I do get to the snow belt relatively quickly. And, we'll get snow up there every year. But oh, coffee is good. Coffee is a blessing, right? I love it. Yeah, so right now I'm just sitting here listening to the sounds around me, and I can hear a gold mine across the river in operation. They blast this mountain away. The first video that I ever posted was about the gold mine. They you're not allowed to push gravel or rocks into the river bottom under any circumstances, but they do, right? And they blast away. They've actually blasted away an entire mountain. I'll show you guys. Let me flip this around. I'll take you over here and show you the gold mine. Through these trees. Let me zoom in on it. See that mountain down there that's chewed up? That's a gold mine masquerading as a gravel pot or a gravel yard. What I mean is they have a permit to harvest and sell gravel, but in the process they find gold, right? And it's a legitimate business. It is legal. But they've literally eaten the entire mountain away. That used to be a big mountain or larger, and that spot right there butts right up to the river bottom. And they've pushed a lot of gravel right into the river, which, maybe I'll take a cruise down there and show everybody a little closer later on. But that's kind of a sore spot for me, because here's my birds walking around. I'm out in the field, just kind of enjoying myself out here. Let's see, here we go. Yeah, that gold mine, they're making money. I mean, gold is worth so much money right now. I can't argue with it. I mean, if I had a gold mine, I'd be looking for gold too. But we're not, a normal person or an average person isn't even allowed to have a 2-inch dredge in the river, right? But that mine that I just showed you is mining an entire mountain away and pushing thousands and thousands of tons of rock out into the river bottom. And it shouldn't be legal what they're doing, but because they have so much money and so much influence, they're able to get away with mining in that manner. Anyways, I just hope everybody out there is having a good year. Gonna make some resolutions, that we can all stick to. Oh, hey, chicken. Chicken just jumped on the table. You guys want to see this? Hey, chicken. Yeah, so that's happening. Gold mining, the river, the fish ladder, that all needs to be done. Klamath River is rebounding amazingly after the dam removals. I don't think that on the Yuba River the dam removals will ever take place. I think the Yuba River is beyond having the dams ever removed. I think it's only going to be on certain rivers that dams are removed, like the Klamath, because they have the tribe that protected it and has fought for it for like generations. Yeah. Thought some of you might want to enjoy my view, so we'll just kind of get out of the way here. Enjoy the view. Beautiful day, right? It's a beautiful day. So later in the season, what was it? I think February. In March, there's some really nice irises that grow up right there that have been growing in this area for, gosh, like 100 years. This spot where I'm at used to be known as Water Road. And there's an old ditch that they called NID, Nevada Irrigation District, that brought water to this area. Let me show you a little bit about what we got here. So that's the river canyon, right? This is the old hydraulic diggings. I'll walk up over there to the cliff's edge without getting too close and falling down the damn cliff. But as you can see right here, it drops off pretty quick. So let me get a little closer here. Yeah. All right, so right here is the cliff edge. As you can see, goes across the way there, and then right under this tree here, right over there, is the old hydraulic mining diggings. So they used to set up big water cannons down here at the bottom of that cliff and then wash the mountainside away to collect gold. And there's an old pond down there that I used to go fishing at, but it's hard to get to now. So yeah, interesting stuff, you know. It's all one big old gold mine. Pretty steep cliff here. This goes down about, I think it's about 90 feet. So yeah, that's Smartsville. I'm gonna burn this pile of firewood here. All right. Whew. Hey, Obsidian. You're a good girl. It's Obsidian. I used to make some videos with her and her sister. Her sister unfortunately passed away in an unfortunate accident. I'll give her privacy while she does that. And there's Aphrodite. Hey, Aphrodite. Hey, sweetie. That's a good doggy. Yeah. That's a good doggy. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Obsidian. Obsidian. Yeah, that's a good doggy. Good doggies. Good doggies. Yeah, we're just enjoying the day out here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Oh, there we go. What are you going to get, Obsidian? Aphrodite? That's a good girl. Yeah. Got some chickens running around. Aphrodite? Aphrodite? Yeah. You running? You're a good girl. That's a good girl. Yeah. Yeah, it's just gorgeous out here. Where y'all from? I don't feel like communicating. Obsidian. Obsidian. Oh, sweetie. You okay? Yeah. Whoa. That's the gold mine making noise. What are you looking for, Aphrodite? What are you looking for? All right, everybody. Y'all have a great day.